Hi, everybody. It's Tina from Tina's Crafty Life. How are you? I hope you're good. I am working on my mixed media kit and giving you ideas. This is going to be a video this time instead of a live video, doing it as we're talking. So, in a kit, you got these envelopes, paper bag, you got a multiple of different items. For this project idea, I'm going to take the envelopes and I'm just going to take the very minimum off the edge. So that they're open on both parts, both edges. And I'm just going to take a little bit of glue because this flap is up, and I'm just going to glue that down. So that is glued down. And you're going to do both that way. So you get two in a kit. And just do the same thing. It all depends how much the flap's up. If you don't want to glue the flap, you don't have to. I'm just doing it. But they both should be open. And if you want, you can get this part as well. That is up to you. So it doesn't catch when you go to try put something in it. So you got that part done. Now, put them right there. You got your paper bag. Then you got the shapes. You got the flower, the heart, the butterfly. Got them. Now, next thing I'm going to do is you got them, put them aside for now, is pick a piece of material, whatever one you choose. And I got this one. And I'm going to just cut it a little bit. And you don't have to be perfect. You can see how crooked I am. So you got that, and put that to the side. And then get one of your pieces of dictionary paper. You can get one that is printed. One of your coffee filters. And there, my kit has two different sizes. I'm going to use the bigger one, if you can see. I don't remember exactly if I did different sizes than yours, because I made my kit after I sold both of the kits. I had to make myself a kit so I could show you guys, because I didn't expect anybody to say, hey, can you do videos? So I wasn't prepared for that. You got this brown piece. Now, put that stuff aside. And I am going to fold this down the center, like so. Right down the center. And I am going to rip just a smidgen off all the way around. Not a lot, just off the edge, just a little bit. Doesn't matter how it looks, how you rip it. See, mine way went in. I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to make it work. Okay. See how I ripped there? I'm just going to rip that out. We'll go like that. Alright, now you got the envelopes, you got the coffee filter, you got the paper, the dictionary paper. I got one I printed on, one I did not. Got the other envelope, got a chunk of material. You get all these pieces. This is going to be the first thing we lay down. Then I'm going to be like, what do I want to lay down next? So let's lay down a dictionary page. We're going to go like that. And let's go with a butterfly. And then let's go with the brown piece of paper. And we're just going to go like that. We're going to lay that in. And then I'm going to do the flower. And then I'm going to do the paper bag. Paper bag. Oh, forgot to mention. I glued the edges of the paper bag so I have a little pocket. I only had one paper bag left. So you just glue right there. Lay it you can lay it any direction you want. Just lay it in. And then we're going to do the coffee filter. And then we're going to do the piece of material. Oop. We're going to do the piece of material. You can do it this way, that way, whatever you choose. And then I'm going to do the heart. And then I'm going to do the printed piece of dictionary paper. And then I'm going to do the last envelope. Either direction, whatever direction you want. I'm going to lay that. And then I'm going to pick it up. And I'm just going to try to fold it evenly as best as possible. And crunch it. Like so. And straighten it out a little bit if you want, you know, however you choose, and kind of look and make sure things look nice and folded inside, which I'm very satisfied. This one's a little wonky, so I would come back in and I do this by hand, like off to the side, and get that crease. And you can also do it this way. So you start with the middle, and you just kind of work it and fold. I mean, it's totally up to you how you do it. There's just so many ways. And just keep adding. And then the paper bag. And the flower. And then the brown paper. And I just brown paper. And the butterfly. And then the dictionary. And then, of course, the last envelope. All nicely. Now, you can stitch this whatever you stitch it. I'm stapling mine. I have a long arm stapler. That's the name of it. I got it off Amazon 2-3 years ago. It wasn't very expensive. I do not like stitching, I'll be honest. And for some reason it never worked for me. So I'm going to go back out and I'm going to try to keep it as lined up as possible. And it just moved on me, so just pinch it again. And this is a trick. I am going to take a ruler and, of course, I don't have a pencil when I need one. There we go. And I'm just going to do a little line. Not very dark. I'll do it dark so you guys can see it. It's going to get covered anyway, so. Like so. pick mine up again. I'm going to make sure it's all good in center again. Looks good. And I'm going to get my long arm stapler. And I'm going to go in to the middle. And the pencil line is just for me to line my stapler up on. And we're going to staple. And I'm going to move up to here. And I'm going to staple it again. And down here. And I'm going to put one in the center of each. There we go. So if you have a long arm stapler, you probably could do it with a small one too. If you work it correctly, it would work. But you could stitch also. Like I said, my stitches never last. They don't stay. I don't know what I do wrong, but they just don't work for me. And then when I do the staple, I usually just come in and flatten these down really good, just to make sure. Press them. And then I'm going to smush it again. That fold. And then let's open. Flap. Oh, I did have it right. Looks good to me. So far, I'm happy. Not too many wonkies. Oh, see, the center one went wonky on me. So if you find one that goes wonky like that, just kind of refold it. Like I said, it's not that. There we go. Boom. Okay, so looks good to me. What do you guys think? I think it looks good. It's pretty good in my opinion. Not bad at all. Close it up. Now, press it again. Okay, now y'all got material in your kit, and I am going to find a piece that's long enough. Looks pretty good. And I'm just going to cut me just a strip. And I'm going to put it in the center. And tie it. But I ain't done. Okay. I want to see if I got another piece that will work. No, that's gonna be too small. And like I said, I might not, because there we go. Okay, we're just gonna do another one. And don't have to be fancy or anything, because you can see mine's not. I'm gonna lay that there too. Then I have this trim, and I'm just going to take me some trim. Do the same thing. Cut me some. You don't have to do this. It's totally up to you. But I think it looks cool. So we got it in there. So why not use it, you know? Now I am going to take this off. but I'm going to run just a bead on the envelope of hot glue. And I'm going to lay my first piece of material down. And I'm going to try to do it as even as possible and just kind of flatten it. There. Okay. And then I'm going to bend it again. And you'll have that up. That's, you can leave it. And now I'm just going to lay the rest in, like so. You don't have to be neat or anything. I'm going to close it. I'm going to bring it around. And you tie it in the center. Tie it at the one end. It all depends how you put it in the book. I mean, if you just put most of it down where you want it at the top, that's fine. Like I can just like this. I'll show you this way. Take this, and I'm going to fold it in, and I can tie it. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to add a bead of glue, and I'm just going to bring the first one in. Okay. And I'm just going to bring that one in, and I'm just going to add a piece of glue again. You kind of got like that bind. I made a bind. Just fold it. Just so cute. And then if you want, you can run. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to run a little bit of glue. Just little, not very much. You don't need much. And fold it over. Press it. Go to this side. Do the same thing. Just a little bit of glue. Not very much. Press. And then if you want, you can come in and do the same thing in the inside. Just very little. Like I said, you don't need a lot. As you can see, really don't have a lot there. It's one thing with hot glue, it kind of likes to build up. You don't want that. Just a thin little strip of, and you don't even have to use hot glue. I'm just using it because it's handy. Press it down and fold it again. Just need to work it a little bit. Just keep doing what I'm doing. It's going to be like that, but that's all right because I'll show you a different way. Now, the strips that we got, lay them inside again. Now, you can determine if you want to go in the center, like put this in the center and kind of tie it so that it'll be like right here, or you bring one end closer to the top, and that's what I'm going to do. And make sure you got all your material. That looks good. And I'm just going to, don't pull too tight that your paper bunches up. And I'm just going to bring it in and around like so. Make sure you get it all. And I'm just going to make a knot. And you don't have to pull too tight because it's just basically for the look. And if you forgot one like I did, just wind it and make a little knot. I am not going to undo that to try to get that. So you just kind of find the center and bring it around and put it in. There we go. So then you got that right there. And like I said, you can move this. And if I really wanted to, I can go and put it in the center now, if you want. I kind of like it there. And then after you're done and you determine where you want it. Wow, that's, see, look how big this is? I'm just going to retie that too. I mean, you just work with what you, work it. You just kind of work it. Work it, work it, work it. It's mixed media for a reason. There we go. Now, I'm going to leave mine in the center because I kind of like it how it looks. I'm going to get it straightened out. Looks good. I'm going to come back in here. And I'm just going to add a bead of glue. If I can pick it up. There we go. And kind of just lay it down. Pick up the little layer. You don't have to go all the way across. Just press. Because it'll pick it up. You might want to wear things, but then it's in there to stay. It won't move. And then you're going to work it a little bit more if you want. Don't have to. Now you got how it's flippy. That's all right, because we're going to take let's see, what do I got here? Let's see if this works. Might be true. Oh, there we go. You can do another piece. Mine's a little short. Yours might be a little longer, and tie it so then it closes. But we're going to work in this tomorrow. Or you can take one of these. Let's see, this one's short too. And you just kind of tie it. Or you can make an enclosure of some sort to that. And remember, here's a pocket. These are pockets. So, but it's just a little junk. I call them a little mixed media junk journal. Because you're going to decorate. Like, I'll show you what I do. I have this piece sitting here. I'll put that right there. Use your bits and bobs, you know, and build. Oops, I got mine upside down again. Remember, C on top. Okay, and we're just going to, and if you really want, sit this on something hard overnight, or pinch it a little bit, and it'll flatten out. You know, the more you work it, it'll stay flat. But like I said, you can stitch, glue like I did, staple. You don't have to do the hot glue, and you don't even have to add this on if you don't want to. That is totally up to you. You know, see how mine come up? I ain't worried about it because we're going to be working in this. Like I just put this here. See, I did it again. I keep flipping. And we're going to add like bits and bobs, and you know, like here we got that pocket. And we're going to be adding to this from the kit. Maybe you want to take a piece of material and, let's see what I got here. Cover this with this piece of material. So let's do that because I kind of like that. I'm going to use hot glue. You don't have to. Like I said, my hot glue is handy. You could use Fabri-Tac, whatever you choose. I'm just going to stick it on there. However, if it sits, I think that's cool. Look at it. There we go. And I'm going to just make sure this side stays down more. I'm going to add that. I'm going to pinch. Now I got this little flap. I'm going to leave that. And then we got the pocket. And then you can build on top of that. So let's see. I know I have this cool metal piece. I think that's cool. And let's see, I got this. And I just had that other piece. And I got this. Maybe go like an X. And then, boom. So let's go that way. Lay it down. And then we're just going to go this way. We're going to lay that one down like that. Flatten it down. The metal piece. Like that. And I'm just going to try to get the metal around the edges with my hot glue as best as possible. And I'm just going to put a piece of gobble right there. And I'm going to center it. And I'm going to press. And then I'm just going to take some and press down. Bring her up. I hate glue boogers. Drives me crazy. Then I got all this hot glue coming through the pieces. Just use your finger. It'll come off. Just work it. If you use hot glue. And we need something in the center of that. At least that's my opinion. Let's see what we got. That looks cool. It's got this back on. Oh, that's metal. So I gotta get different things. Let's see. This button. And another button in here. We'll use this one. This one's cool. Look at that button. Isn't that cool? So I'm just gonna snip off that little spot. That little head there thingy. With my scissors. It breaks off real easy. Totally gone. Just gonna put some hot glue on that. And I'm just gonna find it and line her up as best as possible and press down. And that is the cover of our little book. And I'm going to take, now like I had this purple piece, which I thought would be cool to use as a closure, but it wasn't big enough. And where is, I have so much stuff out here, guys, I'm sorry. And then I have this blue, which is definitely not big enough, but I want to put this aside, and I'm going to cut. As you see, it's way funky. I don't mind that. And I'm just going to cut a piece of blue, another piece of purple, and I'm going to take the blue and the purple at one end, And I'm going to make me a knot in the center, and I'm going to pull tight. And I'm going to take the other side and do the same thing. What is on my finger? There we go. And I'm going to wrap it. Knot it. Pull. There we go. Boom. Then I'm going to bring it back to my book. And I have my enclosure. There we go. Like I said, it's mixed media. It's supposed to look funky. At least that's my opinion. So I hope this helped you, and I hope you like this idea for making a little book. And like I said, you just can take that off that way, find the right end, and redo it. If it gets knotted, there we go. Boom. You just grab a page and you can stamp, add, like the index card. We'll work on it like this. I gotta have that glue on there. I think that's cool. You just kind of put that in there and continue throughout the pages. You can spray some more ink in it. You can stamp in it. You can write in it, whatever you choose. And make it work. So I want to thank each and every one of you for coming in and checking out this video. And I will see you on the next one. As always, be happy, be kind, be safe, be funny, be crafty. And bye for now, everybody, and have a good day.